It's zombie time here at Talk Talk Punch. We've got some zombie movies coming out. So we said, hey, let's do our top 10 zombie movies. So we each have our top 10. Number 10 is going to get 1 point. Number one is going to get 10 points. And at the end, we're going to see what the ultimate zombie movie is here at Talk Talk Punch. I'm Brody, joined by Charlie and Dylan. You guys ready to get into
Hey.
this?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You guys love zombies. So,
Love them.
Yeah.
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 I'm really curious to see how my picks hold up.
We all are. We're all very
I
curious.
am
Very good.
traditionally not a horror fan, so we will see.
Nah, zombies aren't
All right,
scary.
let's
Yeah.
go to number 10. Okay, I have no idea what the creeps is, Dylan.
That is Night of the Creeps, Broad 1986. These slugs come from outer space onto a college and they start jumping into people and turning them into mindless zombies. Well, not exactly mindless, but they are zombies. Tom Atkins thrill me every single time. That's what he says every single time. Thrill me. Excellent movie, really cheesy, very 80s.
I haven't seen either of your guys' movies. Is Dead Alive? Is that Peter Jackson?
Yeah, it is
It
Peter
is.
Jackson.
It's the old Peter Jackson back before Lord of the Rings,
That's the one with the
where
lawnmower, right?
yeah, the lawnmower. A guy picks up a lawnmower and holds it up and pretty much just runs through a bunch of zombies in his
The
house.
old-fashioned way.
Uh, one of the
Yes.
quotes on the VHS box was one of the goriest movies ever made.
No. Propaganda.
It's
It was a long time ago.
entertaining, it's down the in the New Zealand or whatever wherever he's from. Um so it's an interesting one, but hey, it's
Yeah.
number 10.
Number 10.
A
Can't go
zombie
wrong.
movie. Charlie, Night of the Living Dead.
The original?
I
The
know. I know.
original. The
I
original.
know. I know. It should be higher by all accounts. It's
It
it's
doesn't
like,
have to
just
be.
the it's a beautifully shot movie for what it was in 1968, but that was like a long time ago. For those, hey, that's some fast math for you right here on the TTP channel. That was a long time ago, and
That's
it was a wonderful movie for its time. But it's also very slow, very talky, with a lot of unlikable characters and very
mm,
kind of like
It's
uninspiring zombies. So
very
I,
true.
I appreciate it for what it was in its time and how amazing it must have been in 1968 to see something like that. But believe it or not, kids, well before my time, and I think it's kind of been done better since. But no offense, what a classic!
Hey,
It made my list.
top 10
hey,
still great. Yeah,
I
big list.
I actually have a confession. It was also my number 10 for a bit. Um, and then I felt really bad for putting it so low. And so it will be on my list. But I was like, people are gonna hate me if I put it at number 10. So
Oh man, you're
um,
letting them hate
be,
me
be
instead.
be
All right.
nice to Charlie.
Where
No, be nice to
I thought
Charlie.
to myself, they would hate me if I just left it off the list completely, which I almost did, but I didn't. I did. It made the list.
Well, we'll see where it shows up on me and Dylan's list. But let's
Mm-hmm.
go on to number 9. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So Slither a
Yeah.
Why are there
zombie
so
movie?
many? Why are there so many tongues? Why are there so many tongues?
Hey, first off, Nathan Fillion had to be on this list somehow or another, and just by that alone, this passes muster right here. Second, when these slugs once again, exactly 20 years later,
You and your slug
2006,
movie.
and the math works out. They jump down your throat or whatever they do, and they infect you, and so on and so forth. Really gross. James Gunn, Nathan Fillion, you can't get much better than that. Not at all.
Interesting. Interesting.
Did you notice Brody's movie down there that he's passing off as a zombie movie?
Unbelievable, bro.
There are zombies. Blackbeard has a ship of zombies. It's absolutely there are zombies in it. The main bad guys are zombies. What it's
Blackbeard is not a zombie, bro.
no, but his crew is.
So his
So
crew
this
is
so
undead,
it's
but he's fine.
yeah, yeah. Pirates of the
I
Caribbean on
do not
Stranger Tides
know if we
has
watched the same movie, but
zombies,
okay.
It's zombies. Can it not be a pirate movie and a zombie movie?
Or
Well, I
do
mean,
they
the
do
first one
they
they say
bite you and
pirate
turn you
movie and a
into a
ghost.
zombie? Do they eat your flesh? Is there any elements of like the zombie lore at all even present other
Yeah,
than
yeah.
just like
They were dead and they
Oh,
came back to life.
road.
They're zombies.
so like
They were
Star
dead
Trek,
and they came back
like
to life.
anything after Star Trek
This is
2,
a
like it's got
vampires.
zombie Spock in it?
Now, zombie Spock was back to being alive. These guys are undead.
Just walking around
They're not undead.
Vulcan
That's a vampire, bro.
death
Vampires are
gripping
undead.
people and then
They're
eating their bones.
they are
Bones.
they are resurrected.
Charlie Witt.
No, that's more of a Jesus thing.
Oh,
Unbelievable.
that's Zombieland Double Tap, the sequel.
Oh, there we go. Nice.
Not great, but but fun. It was fine. Not nearly as good as the original, but not
No.
totally offensive. Watchable, enjoyable. If I had to watch one tonight, I'd pop that on before I popped on Night of the Living Dead. I watched the Night of the Living Dead recently, by the way, which is why
Yeah.
it's like fresh in my mind. I popped it on just because
I did
I was in the
too.
mood.
Yeah, me too.
That is a lot of really unlikable people in that. The guy punches the
There's
girl right in the face. Right in the
yeah.
face.
Well, I think he slaps her. But
He hit her like with a closed fist, man. He decked her.
what? Yeah, he was hitting everybody though. It's like no one was safe
Shoot
from
people,
Ben.
hit people.
Ben was just taking everybody out.
Barbara, they're coming to get you,
Yeah, they're coming to
Barbara.
get you, Barbara.
Oh, Johnny, stop it!
That's perfect, Road. I love it.
All right, let's move on to number 8. Oh, okay. So there's a Night of the Living Dead.
Hey,
Oh my
there
god.
it is.
Hey, 9 11 Dead. All right, there we go.
Mhm.
I felt so bad about having it low, so I put it up higher, thinking that it was going to be like you guys' number
It's
1
good.
or something.
It can be all the way up at
Only
number one for Broad.
the only reason why this actually got higher than the other two is because it is actually more of a zombie movie. They weren't
Yeah,
slugs and
Dylan's
zombies.
first
It was
non-slug
just
movie, by the
exact
way, for
there,
those who
just
keeping score.
non-slug zombie movie.
The
Which one's
best
the rest of your count?
non-slug zombie film of all time.
Is that World War Z?
World War Z. Yeah, I don't know how you guys feel about
Brad
this
Pitt,
one.
baby.
It was. It wasn't my favorite, but it is like it's like a zombie movie action movie, right? It's got like a lot of spectacle in it. It's a
That
fun
airplane
watchable little
scene.
flick.
Woo.
I can understand people being weirded out that this wasn't higher. I can understand if people not wanting this on a list at all.
Yeah.
It's. I don't know why there hasn't been a sequel yet, though. I think we need a sequel here with the really athletic
We're
climb on each other zombies.
we're a long time past this. What was this? Like 2014 or something?
Yeah.
Uh,
Hey,
Do you need to
hey,
write down?
28 years later, we're getting sequels left and right from a what's it's
Oh, that's
2000.
true.
What
Very
do we
true.
got? Like come on, we can get some more sequels. More zombie movies is good.
That's
More
true.
It's
zombie
That's true.
good.
movies.
Well, speaking of movies that people would not want on lists, I have Dawn of the Dead, the Zack Snyder, James Gunn
Good flick.
movie.
Good flick.
Hey, it's good. It's
Spoiler
good.
alert. Might
It
see it
was
again. Might
it
see it
was
again.
it was good back then before people knew who Zack Snyder was. They were like, "Hey, this is actually pretty good."
No one
Um,
ever said that. No one said that. Hey, this is
yes,
actually pretty good. Nobody said
yeah,
that.
I did. I said
You
that. I
didn't
was like,
say
"Hey, the zombies are running, man. They run,
that. Preposterous.
and then
I
they're in
mean,
a
I don't know
They
that
do
mall,
it's
run.
and there's
preposterous, but
a
preposterous.
there's a zombie baby, right? That was this one, right? It was pretty gross.
Yeah, the
It was pretty
worst part, the one of the worst parts, like that was a zombie baby. Oh,
Yeah. Hey, it's
All right,
number
get to
8 on my
7. Get
list,
to 7.
but I
Get
had
it
to
to
put it
yeah.
on
7.
here for $2. Okay.
Thank
Number 7 is all right. So there is my Night of Living Dead. I
There
had
we
to
go.
shift down
Wow.
Dead Alive, Pirates of the Caribbean, and Dawn of the Dead, and then put Night of the Living Dead. I actually totally agree with you guys. I don't think any of these characters are interesting or likable, and
Uh-huh.
there it can be a little boring through parts. It's like, all right, we're going to go about 20 minutes of them just boarding up windows. And then we're going to go about 20 minutes of them just arguing about whether they should be in the cellar or not. And so, but
You
it's
know,
it's kind of like the OG, right?
Yeah,
It is.
right.
It
Not
is.
every single movie can just be evergreen like Jaws.
Or Dawn of the Dead. All
No,
right,
no, no,
Charlie,
no.
My Boyfriend's
Unbelievable.
Back. That's
Nice.
not
Look,
one I
this
was
is
expecting to see.
this is not a good movie. And if we were doing a list of the 10 best, and maybe that's how you're framing this is like I'm not gonna sit here and pretend that this was like a grade A holiday or Hollywood film here or anything. But I will say we got a young Philip Seymour Hoffman. We
Nice.
got a young Matthew McConaughey. All right. We got a
Oh,
young
yeah,
Matthew
okay.
Fox from Lost. We got Renee Zellweger. I mean,
Woo.
like a pretty star-studded cast of people who are in the movie for like less than a minute. Uh, we get classic lines like "zombie slut" and "whore of the undead." It is a
Wow.
very funny movie, and I made Amy watch this with me around Halloween, and she enjoyed it. It's funny. It is
Oh,
a
nice.
kind of a
Nice.
fun little take on zombies. It's great that he's a zombie, and everyone just kind of like is like his parents are like, "Oh, did you want us to kill you, someone, and put it in the freezer for you, hun?" Like it's just the attitudes towards it is great. It's
Wow.
an enjoyable little turn on the zombie.
Oh,
So
man.
if you've never seen it, it's worth watching once, and you can thank me or hate me for it later.
Oh, they'll thank you, Charlie.
They will. It's good.
Sounds like they will.
Now, Dylan, a video game movie. We all
Video
know
game
how
movie,
much you
one of the
love video
few
game
that
movies.
I may not like their
Yeah, number one
quantity,
with a bullet on that first list.
but what? On the first list? Well, either
That was
way,
your number one video game movie.
this is true, and this should show exactly how much regard that I actually put into any of those movies, especially this one. But I will say, I think it did the zombie thing really, really well. Whenever I think about it, I always think of the laser grid coming at the guys, but I mean, there's really some genuinely great zombies. Like when the first one is dragging, like it's like foot, it's like isn't that foot like it's like broken over or something like that?
Yeah.
The one guy who's you think is gonna shoot himself because all of those zombies are like converging towards him. That was back when Michelle Rodriguez actually was like acting. Like she had talent back then. She was doing. I was like, yes, yes. I don't know, whatever. But either
Yeah, she
way,
was fast. She
excellent.
was furious. She was acting up a storm. It was
Right.
good.
Fast and Furious.
And Avatar.
This is well, hey, there was a bridge that we
Come
crossed
on.
when you get into Michelle Rodriguez's filmography, and we have passed it. We have passed it. Let's get back to the later Fast and Furious movies.
All right,
Oh,
number six. Number six.
Number 6.
Avatar. Get out of here.
All right. Oh, Charlie, we have a
Nope.
crossover on the same number, man.
No, we don't. We don't.
Oh,
what?
no, you have 28 weeks later. I got all
I do.
excited. Do
I love me some 28 Days Later. So spoiler alert, you might see that later on my list. But
Yeah.
well,
Hey,
and we
Jeremy
are
Renner, baby, come on,
Jeremy
Idris
Renner,
Elba,
man.
Oh
you're
yeah.
up here now.
I
Come
just
on, come
drove
on.
past his house the other day. Not in a creepy
Did
way,
you? Did you?
but like
y-
no, not in a creepy way.
you
Really?
drive by every day just to see?
We were
Is
no,
this
we
the
were
day we get
driving
him
up
on
Not
the
in a
we were
pod?
creepy
driving up
way.
the mountain, and I pointed out to the kids. I was like, "Hey, Hawkeye lives over there." That's
Oh,
what's up.
nice.
He is a
Yeah.
hot guy. Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Okay, so I have 28 days later. Charlie has 28 weeks later, and then we have 28 years later coming out soon, which was kind of the inspiration for this entire list.
So excited.
that's true.
I'm
Yeah.
ridiculously
There
excited.
you go.
I should probably watch 28 weeks later. I have not seen it
Oh, it's
yet.
But
on it's on Hulu now.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
is it?
yeah.
Oh, I'll have to
Mhm.
watch it.
Mhm.
It's look,
I
it is a different movie than 28 Days Later, and they really tried to, I think, do something a little different. You get a little bit more of the military perspective. You got a couple of younger kids that you're kind of seeing through the lens of them as well. It has some pretty gory stuff. They did the eye gouging thing in the first one. They really leaned into the eye gouging thing in the second. Really uncomfortable death scene. I'm not gore. Gore's pretty. I'm pretty desensitized, but even I was like, ooh, yeah. I don't. I had to kind of look away a little bit. It's like, oh, eesh, eesh. But pretty tense scenes with like the military stuff. Jeremy Renner's fantastic. He's at his best in the military stuff when he's got a sniper rifle in his hands.
there you
We're
go.
not all on mute right now, are we?
No,
Oh, good.
I hope not. All right, Dylan, Return of the Living Dead.
Oh man, that movie's weird, man.
That is a very, very weird movie. First,
Such
it's
a
like
weird movie.
the guy is showing the kid around and he accidentally like hits the switch and it just shoots out at these guys and they are progressively dying throughout the entire movie. The skeleton that comes back to life walks right out of there. Every single kind of stereotype you can actually picture or imagine, depending on race, age, all of that kind of thing, are absolutely right there. I cannot remember the name of the actress who decides to do a strip show in the cemetery. Uh, Linnea Quigley, I think that's it. But I mean, there's other folks. There was, the like not Reggie, but the guy who's his
Dylan, are you
uncle.
are you trying to say you got to look at Quigley Down Under?
Oh, I love that movie.
Sorry. Onward.
Anybody who has seen that show or that movie or almost any other movie which she's in, come on, it's yeah.
Can't be it can't be the timely references that we lay down here at Talk Talk Punch.
Oh,
All the Quickly Down Under fans can
yeah.
we can all unite together in the comments. All
All
right,
right,
save me,
let's
bro.
go ahead
Go
and
to
move
5.
on
Hurry.
to number 5. Okay. So
Oh my God,
Charlie
Cowboy.
has Dawn of the Dead. Is that the same one that I
Yeah.
have?
It is.
Zack Snyder showing up twice on the list.
Oh, Dylan, I need to see that. I've heard that's really good. Rec. Or Reek.
Oh
How do you call
yeah,
it? Record? Do you call it rec? What do you call it?
Rec. Yeah, it's Rec. It is a Spanish
Record.
language found footage zombie movie in a this young newscaster. She's going off and she's interviewing. She's doing like some kind of a night shift thing. She goes to a firefighters one of their like places and all that kind of thing. And next thing you know, a zombie virus completely erupts. Oddly, a with a religious bent on it somehow, a religious slash science bent. Really good though, really good.
I gotta watch that. I gotta find that.
Yeah,
I've never watched
I Am Legend.
really
Is that
excellent at like the
zombies or
actors
is
are
that
really great.
vampires?
A
I guess
lot of
there's
them
some
actually
like
are like firefighters.
They're zombies.
creatures or
No,
something.
they're definitely
Mhm.
zombies. They're not vampires.
There's
Uh,
vampires in
this
that. There are for sure vampires in that.
are there?
There are 1000% some vampires in there. I'm not saying there's only vampires. I'm okay. I'm gonna look this up.
I don't think that
Just
there
to,
are. I think there's just zombies, and they're chasing Will Smith and his dog. And I actually preferred the director's ending better than the
Where he
theatrical.
lives, I
Yeah, I thought it was
mean,
more
it makes more
interesting.
sense. It makes way more sense.
okay,
What?
this on the I Am
And
Legend
I'm not.
wiki.
I agree with you. I'm saying it makes more sense the director's cut because the
Oh,
other one literally makes no sense. I'm like, that's
yeah,
the. When I saw that, I was like, you're kidding.
yeah. He
I'm
just
not
has a bunch
joking.
of grenades. All right, Charlie.
Yeah.
On the I Am Legend wiki, it says that
Okay.
vampires are the antagonists of I Am Legend. They are
What?
humans, both living and undead, who are infected with vampirus. There are two kinds of vampires. The first, the true vampires, are corpses reanimated by vampirus. They are mostly mindless creatures searching for blood to drink and even resorting to cannibalism when other prey is scarce. These vampires
Really?
exhibit zombie like behavior and are not strong or intelligent. The second king are the living
Eh.
host vampires, and they exhibit physical symptoms of vampirism, but they, unlike the other ones, they retain their high levels of intelligence, humanity, and enough to rebuild the society, etc., etc. So
So
very good.
zombie like, which I'm gonna say is close enough.
You are
Yes,
Close
I
so
enough.
have it.
No, no,
Hey, hey, it's. I thought they were
Your
zombies.
Honor, we accept it. We accept. No, there's not. It sounds like zombie vampires, which pretty darn cool.
That's cool.
Oh, I'll take it. I'll claim it.
That's better than
I
the slug
enjoyed.
people.
I enjoyed the movie, so I was like, "Hey, I liked that movie."
Nathan Fillion.
But yeah, I could have swore they were just zombies because I just
Hey,
remember
far more
the.
zombie than your Pirates of the Caribbean pick. So
Oh,
Yeah.
hey, those are still zombies. Still zombies.
we're on an upswing here.
Well, yeah, because we're getting better. I think.
All
I
right,
don't know. We'll see.
getting to the
We'll
top.
see.
Getting to the top. Yeah, Dylan, you got to watch Dawn of the Dead. It's a good movie. It's a good movie. It sent me down a very deep Sarah Pauli rabbit trail because I was like, she's really good in this. What happened to her? And then you can
Yeah.
actually find out what happened to her. But you know, on your own.
Uh,
I mean, not
Fair
not
enough.
that sounded like it was really sad. I guess it was some of it sad, but not. She's fine. I think she's great.
Oh,
I
good.
I think she's in Canada.
don't know if I want to go down the
You have
rabbit
me
hole.
worried.
Oh, now I'm scared. No, I
Yeah,
can't. No, my hands are
she's
tied.
not like
Now I
dead or
can't watch
anything,
it.
but she has some negative experience. Anyway, Sarah Pauly, she's great in this.
All right. Number 4. Okay. Here's my Resident Evil, where
Good.
Dylan and
Hey,
I
there
get to
you go.
cross over. Hey, it's a
Hmm.
fun zombie movie, action movie,
Mila Jovovich, Michelle
with a
Rodriguez. She was
billion
when she was really trying.
sequels. Yeah, I
I
I
didn't like
agree. Like the standout thing is the lasers in the grid that just kind of
right.
slice the guy, and he just then falls into cubes. Um, but I enjoyed this one. I
Yeah.
enjoyed the sequels, but I was
Mhm.
only trying to put one movie per franchise on was the
Yeah.
limit that
Yeah.
I put on myself.
Should always be the limit you put on yourself with these lists.
No way.
It makes sense.
I got
That
5 of
wasn't
multiple.
for
them are like
everybody.
Resident Evil. We can't do that.
I got multiple franchises on mine.
Dylan, you
Yeah.
have Night of the Living Dead and Return of the Living Dead.
Those actually and legally are absolutely not connected. I was very surprised to hear this, by the way.
Oh,
This,
Night of the
by the
Living
way,
Dead
I
and
don't know.
Return of the Living Dead are shockingly different franchises.
oh, I
Mine's
didn't know.
Zombieland. I don't know if the poster comes through very well there.
Oh,
Sorry, I
okay.
should have picked a better one. But this is where I have Zombieland.
That's
Oh,
a
so
The
Charlie has
well,
Zombieland and Zombieland 2.
I do. Yes.
So you like
One
the
of two
first one way
franchises.
better. Like
I do. Way
it is
infinitely
way
better.
better.
6
It's
spots
way
better. 5 spots better.
And 4 is not an insult because my top 3 I absolutely love. Love.
Hmm,
Like the bottom 4, you could take them, leave them. Really, the bottom 5, take them, shift them.
okay.
There's some zombie movies I got my eye on, like Wreck, and some other ones that I want to see. But
good, worth it.
yeah, I'm excited for my top 3. I have not seen Reanimator. Is that hold up? Is that you got it at
Oh,
4? Worth watching?
yeah. Absolutely.
Okay.
That is a
Oh,
product of
I
the
got some
80s,
homework to do.
1985. Jeffrey Combs, it's his character is fantastic, and the zombies in this are insane. If you really want to treat after you watch this one, watch the next one, Bride of the Reanimator. It is even more wacky than the first one. But this first one, Jeffrey Combs gives like a tour de force in this one. He is hilariously evil. Just a complete mad scientist. The whole thing is science based. And they say don't
It's
ever
a
like
science.
they yeah, the stuff that he uses to reanimate things, people, is like they took the inside of like glow sticks and all the time they're like, "Do not drink that stuff; it's toxic." But that's what they were like using because it's all glowing. You're gonna have a blast if you watch this movie, this one and the next one. It's even crazier.
Never
I'm
seen it.
on it.
All right. Well, number 3's. Here we go. Oh, Dylan
Oh,
and
look at you
I
two.
cross over now.
There we
We
go.
like this movie, Dylan, so much more than Charlie does.
So much more.
Infinitely. That's simply
Yeah, at
because
least one spot
you
more.
guys didn't put Train to Busan on there because that is
Eh.
Never
that
even
is
heard of
peak,
it
man.
before.
I saw that. Dude, that was just kind of it was rather heartbreaking. That's why I was like, I'm just gonna go with things that are
You're
fun.
telling me you saw it and you left it off your list for Slither and Creeps?
Yes,
This was so good.
Night of the Creeps, I absolutely thrill me. Come on, Tom Atkins, dude. He is like an '80s like staple when it comes to fighting off any
Yeah.
kind of undead. Perfect.
I can forgive Brody for not having seen it, but come on, Dylan, not even putting it on the
I
list.
know, I know. I really was thinking about it, and I couldn't.
There's even an English dub, bro. You can watch. I know
Oh,
you like your dubs.
Brode.
I do love English dubs.
Oh,
That's
Brode.
how I watch my
It
movies
ex-
and shows,
it
like
exists
Squid
out there.
Games.
I haven't seen it, but I'm sure it's lovely. Look, it's an intense movie. It is a very sad
Very intense.
movie, and
Why does it have
and
to be
the ending
sad?
was a little
It's
frustrating to
zombie.
me for certain reasons that we don't have to get into now because
Right.
I don't want to spoil anything for anyone. But um, I just say to all you young aspiring movie makers out there, if you make characters that are intensely unlikable that do horrible things, at some point they're going to cross a line where there is no comeuppance that can like rescue the feeling that the audience has watching them.
Yeah.
So there's a
Yeah.
there's a line. You gotta watch that line because if you go too far, there's no justice that happens in the movie that makes you feel satisfied when you walk away. So anyway,
Mhm,
but it's a
mhm.
really really good, really well done.
Okay.
Yes.
Interesting. Dylan, Zombieland,
Yes.
you like it, and I like it.
Oh, yes. Absolutely. Pass the Twinkies.
It was great.
Yeah.
I think
Yes.
it has
Very
one of
fun.
the best cameos ever.
Yeah. 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 Bill Murray was fantastic.
Bill Murray.
Woody Harrelson, I love him in this role. I just love it. Him standing there around the pile of zombies as he's just at the very end. I thought he was dead when I saw this. I was like, oh no, come on. Don't do this. This isn't what we came to see. And to see him standing up there at the end, just like, yeah, yep, we did it, all that kind of thing. I was just like, that's fantastic. Tallahassee.
It's a fun movie, and that's what I like
Very
in my
fun.
movies.
Hmm.
I don't like
Hmm.
sad movies. I don't like
Mm.
scary movies. I like my movies fun.
Yes.
Yeah, happy movie. It's like guys getting cut into laser cubes and the last man
Yeah.
on Earth like dying in a lab.
Horribly
No,
with
he
a
didn't
by his
die.
own hand.
Not in the
Oh yeah.
not in the
Dead
way I
dogs and
remember.
I
everything.
don't see the oh yeah. I'd prefer the regular cut to if the dog could have lived instead. I'd be fine. Then I'd
Yeah.
be okay with it.
Let
Yes.
the dog live. The dog repopulates the
Yes.
world.
Uh,
All right, what's number
All right,
2?
moving
Drop a
on.
deuce in
Number
us, bro.
2. Oh, you guys both have 28 Days Later. Okay,
Mm.
talk about 28 Days Later.
Beautiful
Let's talk
movie.
about Evil Dead 2. Evil Dead 2 are we counting this as a zombie movie?
How is it not a
Dylan,
zombie movie?
I need you to be the judge here.
It's kind of
The
more of a
Deadites
demon
are
possession
absolutely
movie, Brode.
zombies.
They're not like mindless, and they're not trying to eat anybody.
But
No, what? Am I the only one
they
who's?
no, they die and then they come back to life. And
Well, no,
they're not
because
they're not
Ash.
they're not
Go
eating
ahead.
brains zombies, but that doesn't have to be the only type of zombie that there is. You don't think the Deadites are zombies?
I mean, I have heard that people consider Zombie Jason to be a deadite. So there is a precedent of crossover. I would think that Jason is more of a zombie than, let's say, the people in Evil Dead. That I mean, he really seems like a zombie. Like he doesn't speak or anything. He's just like, I'm just gonna kill people.
The
But he does
machete
go out and
zombie.
kill people. He's not like, hey, join us. And I love Evil Dead 2, bro. This is one of my
I know you do.
favorite
I thought
movies.
I thought this would be your number 1.
No,
I
I
thought
never
I
thought
thought
of it.
of
This is more
of
of
all
a that's
the
more
movies on my
possession.
list, I didn't think I would be getting grief for Evil Dead 2.
Hey, I
I
I
thought they
did
were
say
zombies, and they're
I
not
did
zombies. You
say
guys
that I
you guys don't think they're
the
zombies.
first thing I did was say the first thing I did, I justified your zombie with mathematical science.
He did.
Did the whole
With
two
some
separations. The
flashy math.
Jason who's the zombie, it's very flashy. So I already have proven to you, bro, that it can be considered a zombie movie.
Okay,
I just didn't think about that. That's
you guys
all.
talk
That's a
about
great.
28
I would
Days Later. I'm gonna ask ChatGPT if Evil Dead 2 has zombies.
That's just gonna data scrape whatever you tell it to data scrape. Get out
exactly.
of here. 28 Days Later is freaking fantastic, and it should have been higher on Brody's list. And that's really the real crime here tonight. I'm really
I haven't
excited for
seen
the
it in a while.
sequel.
Mm.
It's really good. They did a fantastic job of like making the zombie genre feel really fresh, and Killian
Yeah.
Murphy is just so good in it. But like the characters you care about, high intensity stakes, scary zombies, like the
It
whole thing was just
it
really worked for me.
was sad, and there were people who turned into zombies that you're just like, "Come on, don't do this to us." However, I would still say it had an upbeat ending, which I liked about it a lot. I loved that part. I was like, "That's great. These people deserve it."
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it's hard to pull off like Zombieland I really enjoyed, but there's never a moment where you feel like, or at least watching it I'm like, oh, I'm really worried that Jesse Eisenberg's they're gonna kill him right here. He's gonna die. Poor Emma Stone
I
is
really
gonna
thought
die right here. Like, no, come on, they're not gonna kill Woody Harrelson. Come
I
on.
was like, "Did you hear the music?" And you see the different like shots, and I'm like, "Oh no, 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 no." They didn't
Didn't Woody
do it.
Harrelson
It's
attack a guy in an
beautiful.
airport because he said he thought he was a zombie? I feel like that's a
Oh
real
yeah,
news story that happened.
that is that is for real. Yeah, he did say this. It's
He's
Woody
ready. He's
Harrelson,
ready.
man.
He's
Come on.
ready for the zombie. This is like we've talked about this. Like it's hard to make zombie movies in 2025 if you're going to pretend your
Yeah.
characters that are in the movie have never heard of zombies. Uh, even
Yeah.
in like you can't be like, oh, what's happening? I don't understand. Like I, it wouldn't take much more than a few people limping towards my house with blood draining from their eyes before I'm like, zombie, don't let him bite you.
All right. So ChatGPT says no, Evil Dead 2 doesn't have traditional zombies. Instead, it has deadites, which are people possessed by the Kandarian demons. That said, to a
Wow, they did
casual
their
viewer,
research.
some of the possessed
Hey,
look like
but like
zombies.
I said,
It does
technically,
give off the
zombie
same
Jason is a
vibes
product of being a
in
Deadite.
parts, especially in the cabin siege and gruesome resurrections.
That's right.
And
And
it
To the
says
and because
casual
zombie
viewer,
Jason.
not not technically zombies. These are deadites, but they scratch the same horror itch as a lot with a lot more personality and chainsaws.
And chainsaws, yeah.
So
hey,
I'm
that's
probably
fine, bro.
wrong. I'm
Hey,
sorry.
no, you hey, look,
Sorry
you define for yourself
to
what a
the
zombie
zombie
movie is.
purists. The zombie purists are showing up like, hey, this looks like an interesting video. And
The
they're
zombie
Zombie
stuck with
pure.
it.
purists
But
turned it
Pirates
off
of
right
the
after Night of the Living Dead
Caribbean's
was at 10. The zombie purists were gone right away. Like,
Yeah, yeah. They're like, Night of the Living Dead? 10? What? In
we're
Night of
out,
the Creeps,
and
that
we're out.
counts? No.
You gotta clear the room right away of the purists and just
Yeah, yep, yep. That's why we started number 10.
I gotta
All
this I think
right.
this is a TTP first, I think. So I mean, just judging by our lists and what is left, I think we all have the same number one, which I don't think has ever happened on one of these. So
Oh, interesting.
Yes.
All right. Well, before we get to that, though, if you're this far, you must like something that we've talked about and must not be too
Not the
offended that I put Pirates of the Caribbean on my zombie list or Evil Dead 2 on my zombie list, which because apparently they are. So do us a favor, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you can come back every time we publish a new video. Now, let's move on to our number ones.
Mhm.
Boom, boom, boom. Shaun of the Dead
Yeah.
takes
That's
the
right.
whole kit and caboodle.
Mhm.
Shaun of the Dead,
That's
it's
right.
great. It's a great zombie movie because it's not super
Excellent.
sad, it's not super scary. It's fun to watch, which I enjoy. It's not
Yes.
too much and I guess it's kind of gruesome, but not like overly
yeah,
gruesome.
well said.
Okay. My
Yeah,
daughter saw it.
it's
She's
fun
fine.
and it's funny, but it does get
And she's
intense.
3.
Like it ramps up. That third act
Yeah.
is intense, which is
It's
great.
true.
It really helps like cement it. If it was just
Excellent
silly,
performance.
then
Yeah.
it
The
wouldn't be
you've
as
got
good.
these people are going from, like, wacky almost sitcom acting to even, like, rom-com acting, and then they switch to serious at the drop of a hat, and
Yeah.
the entire thing works. This is an absolute classic. I mean, and they by the way, bro, they do name drop in a way your Evil Dead 2 because every time they say join us, they're actually like they got that from Evil Dead 2. Every single time they're just like, "Why don't you
Yeah.
join us?" And then they're like they run like he was saying this to Pete when he had a headache and he sees him in the he's like, "We're all going to leave. We're going to go to the pub. You should join us." And they always like they kind of did a similar thing with Hot Fuzz for the what is it for the greater good, the greater good.
Yeah, for the greater good.
But it was a name drop in Evil Dead 2, bro. Hmm.
There we go. There we go. My 1 and 2 in the same universe.
I haven't looked into it, so forgive me if like this has already been debunked or whatever. But in 2023, like Simon Pegg was talking about getting the band back together and doing another like another movie in connection to like the Three Flavors Cornetto trilogy. Um,
Yeah.
have you guys heard anything about that? Like I
I haven't.
know,
I would love it.
And
I
anything.
love all
I'd
3
love
of
it. Yeah.
those.
Yeah, me too. I did hear that they do not want to do a sequel to Shaun of the Dead. They're like, we have said everything we wanted to say, and we're gonna end it on a high note. They're like, we can't go anywhere but down. And to be honest, I highly agree with them.
Sure.
Like, unless they have
Yeah.
like a real, if they're like, there's a passion for it, like we have to do this. That's a whole different story. But if they're like, we don't really have anything, so I'm like, excellent. I love the rest of the stuff that they're putting out. Anyways, keep it going.
Well, and we'll see what happens there. Nick Frost is about to be a very busy guy. So
Yeah, you
Yeah.
know what? I think I just found a quote. Yeah, where he said after the Blade Runner, we're going to try to get something going, but it might be hard to get Nick Frost because he's going to be Hagrid or whatever.
yeah, yeah, for the next like 8 years or whatever.
Yeah, I mean
Okay.
that's I don't know. You got high hopes for that show. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. We'll see. See if it goes 8 years.
Oh, it'll. I hope it does. I hope it does. All right. So as I said in the beginning, now we're gonna give all these points. So number tens are getting 1 point. The number ones, they're getting 10 points. And so we added them all up. Well, Charlie did. And we're gonna give our top three uh talk punch zombie movies. No, Charlie's shaking his head. No.
No, you can go ahead and click to it. Like
Okay.
we did something a little different this time
Oh,
because there was no clear third movie because of the high point totals of the top three. You can go ahead and switch the slide. We have a two-way tie, and I just went ahead and
okay.
said second and third place because the next highest like point total was 11, and it just seemed like it seemed like so far below, and like to put it would have been Resident Evil, which didn't even make my list, and
Oh,
like
that's funny.
at like 11 trailing behind. I was like, you know what, we're not putting that as a Talk Punch top three. So we got a two-way tie here with 23 with Zombieland and
Good.
28 Days
Good.
Later, and then of
Well, and
course
then
in
yeah.
a landslide victory here we
A
got the Shaun of the
perfect
Dead.
30. That's a
Wow.
perfect score for Shaun of the Dead.
The first
A
first ever in Talk Punch history.
first ever that has happened. So
We don't agree on
very
much, but
good.
when we do, we go all the way.
Oh yeah.
We do. So
That's
all
cool.
right. Well, this was fun. I enjoyed this. It was harder than I thought it was. I haven't seen as many zombie movies as I thought I did. And
That's
I feel
very
like I've
true.
seen even less now that you guys have invalidated two of my picks. So
Well, we all got some homework to do, so there's some intriguing names on the list that I haven't seen yet that I want to go
yeah,
check out.
me too. Me too.
I'm not
All
watching Day of the Dead or whatever it is. Dawn of the Dead. It's not happening. I watch it once. That's enough.
I'm not a fan of good movies.
All right, Charlie,
And
you
yet,
want to go
all
ahead
of
and
us
wrap?
have the same number one.
We let us know what your favorite zombie movies are. This is such a fun genre to
Mm.
mine for just for scares, for laughs, for everything in between. What a great genre. Let us know if you're excited for 28 years later. We are pumped. And stay tuned for more content. We'll have some maybe 28 days later or 28 years later trailer reaction coming, as well as some other fun stuff. So we'll see you soon. And hey, if you die, make sure you come back and come say hello to Dylan.
Why not?